crisis, right? So in Chinese, crisis is written in two words, right? The first word of crisis is danger. Everyone knows danger part. Each and every media outlet is shouting danger part from top of the mountain, right? They are shouting every day. इतने लोग lay off हुए, उतने लोग lay off हुए, right? But there is the second letter to danger as well. That is opportunity, right? So everyone is shouting about danger. So today we are going to see about opportunity. What are the opportunities that AI is going to provide you? All right. So that's the brief about what we are going to do in upcoming 3 to 4 hours, right? We are going to keep maximum value per minute in the session. So whatever questions that you have, we are going to cover those questions towards the end so that we can cover maximum amount of knowledge in minimum amount of time. Does that sound?
What we'll be covering in today's session, we'll be covering some crazy AI tools via which you will be able to boost your productivity at your work very, very heavily. We'll teach you how you can leverage AI in both your work and in your personal life, and we'll be answering the big question, will AI take your job, and how do you ensure that it doesn't? Okay. Tell me, how many of you would want to make a detailed research report on any sort of topic? Like any sort of topic you are given, like in your office or whatever sort of report you are asked to make, you would be wanting to make a detailed research report, a full-on detailed research report with citations and with proper information in it, so as to completely impress your peers at your office. The tool number 1 for the day is Grok. Okay, how does it work? Let's see it with the help of a demo. So I'll simply go to Grok. Okay, let me go to Grok. Okay, I'll simply go to Grok. Once I go to Grok, now the AI will verify whether I'm a human. So now it has verified, and once it has verified, it will show me a screen like this. Okay, it will show me a screen like this. Now I need to enter a prompt over here. What is a prompt? The information that you enter into the AI is called as prompt, and this particular art of talking to AI and getting valuable inputs from the AI is called as prompt engineering. Okay, I cannot of course teach you everything about prompt engineering right now, but I explained you at least the concept of prompt engineering, the art of talking to AI. Okay, we tell something, we give an input to AI. The better the input that we give, the better the output that we'll get. This is the art of prompt engineering. Okay, so now we'll be using Grok, the Grok 3 version, in order to do something like this. So we'll go ahead and input a prompt. Okay, because of this AI revolution, let us make a detailed research report on that. Okay, okay, so I'll ask Grok to act as a senior level consultant. Okay, act as a senior level consultant. Make me a detailed research report on future of jobs because of this AI revolution. Okay, so I'll enter something like this. Now guys, do I simply go ahead and hit an enter over here? Do I simply go ahead and hit an enter over here? Do I do that? That is not the case. Okay, you do not do that. If you want to make a detailed research report, what do? You will click on this deep search button over here. Okay, click on this deep search button, and if you wanted more detailed report than whatever we are going to be making, you can click on deeper search as well, and get the report done from there as well. Okay, so I'll click on deep search, and once this option is selected, I will hit an enter over here. Okay, I'll hit an enter, and we'll wait for a few seconds. We'll wait for a few seconds for our mind to be absolutely blown. Guys, look over here what exactly is happening. Okay, so it is now breaking down the topic. It is thinking and breaking down the topic, and it has found a few results, as you can see over here. If I go to this particular article, it is choosing AI's impact on the future of work, and there's a detailed article on that. Okay, you would have been living under a rock. There was something like this from Nextport. How will artificial intelligence affect jobs 2024 to 2030? A detailed research report on a detailed article on that. Okay, then there is this thing, the impact of AI on employment. Like this, there are so many. Okay, this is a IMF blog. Okay, a IMF blog on AI will transform the global economy. Let's make sure it benefits humanity. How is AI impacting the job market? Here is a research report on that. Okay, then V Forum ka hai. ऐसे करके there are so many reports which are out there, and it is exploring further. It is exploring job trends as well. It is breaking down the topic, then exploring job trends. How many of you are absolutely mind blown by the way it is thinking? Just like a human would think, the AI is thinking over here and trying to figure out what is the sort of report that it should be making. How many of it is jotting down things just like you would do. Just like if you had to create this report, research report, you would go to a few links, you would try to understand what exactly is happening, you would take notes on that, then you would explore job trends. You would be doing all of this in order to basically months of efforts, your weeks and months of efforts, okay, can be broken down, can be simplified in a matter of minutes. Right now it is taken around 2 minutes, and it is already refining the report content, assessing regional impact, etc. Okay, within a few seconds we would have the entire report ready with us. Okay, within a few seconds we would have the entire report ready with us. But let me do one thing. Okay, until it is being made. I hope you all can see my screen. Okay, so I had done this sort of a deep search report I have already made from Grok, and I have this thing right over here in front of me, as you can see. And after thinking via all of these resources, this is the final report that you get from Grok. Okay, the key points: research suggests AI will transform many jobs, with about 40% potentially affected globally by 2030, creating new roles while displacing others. Okay, it seems like that jobs in this will like data analyst will grow. Like AI related roles like data analyst will grow. The evidence leans towards this, etc. Overview of AI's impact on the entire job market, jobs at risk and in demand as well. And here is the detailed report as well, which starts from here, and you can see the kind of details along with, guys, look over here, along with citation reports as well, which you can see over here. There are citation reports and PDFs that it has referred to while creating this, and you can see you can go to any of these for reference as well. So this is the sort of research report which Grok has made for us. How many of you are mind blown by this? In fact, the Grok that like the prompt that we had written, we have the research report on that as well. It took about 2 minutes 30 seconds, only 2 minutes 30 seconds to make this sort of a detailed research report, and we have the this entire thing right here in front of us. MB, MB, awesome, amazing. Yes. Perfect, guys. So this was how we made a research report in just 2.5 minutes. Okay, in just 2.5 minutes, and it has everything that we need that we can present in front of our bosses. Now, guys, research report to bana liya. Okay, we are done with it. But in maximum cases, before the research report, I have to show a presentation out on what exactly I am going to be doing the research on. So. Okay, so many of us have to create PPTs on a day-to-day basis, and almost every working professional is required to do that. Okay, if you're not requiring to do it right now, maybe because once you become a manager, a senior manager, once you basically rise up the hierarchy, what are these people doing then day in day out? They are making PPTs. Okay, so making PPTs, and that too very beautiful ones, is very, very important. So if you're someone who wants to make a PPT on it as well, how do you go about doing it, guys? Tool number 2 for the day, I am talking about Gamma. How does Gamma work? Again, let's see it with the help of a demo. Okay, earlier we used to take so much time in order to make PPTs, right? By the way, guys, for people asking whether the tools are free, every tool, okay, each and every tool that we are going to be teaching you is going to be for absolutely free. Okay, even I am using the free version of Gamma itself, as you can see on my screen. Grok also absolutely free. All the tools that we'll be teaching you for absolutely free itself. Okay, now we'll go to create new with AI. Okay, once we go to Gamma, we create an account, we'll go to create new with AI. Once we do that, we have an option to paste in text. Okay, because we'll go ahead and click on this particular option on paste in text. Once we do that, once we click on this option, it is asking us to add the notes, outline, or content you'd like to use. So what is the content that we'll be using in order to paste in Gamma? Anyone? Any answer? What is the content we'll be using? We already have a detailed research report, correct? We already have the detailed research report from Grok. So why to do extra minute? Okay, what we'll do, we will simply copy this answer that we have gotten from Grok, the detailed research report that we have gotten. Okay, so I'll go keep scrolling and we'll wait for a few more seconds. So we have this. In fact, we can take the citations also if we want it. Okay, if we want to show a citation thing in the PPT, we can do that as well. So now what I'll do, I'll simply copy this and I will paste it in Gamma. Okay, I'll paste it in Gamma, and once I do that, I will click on presentation over here. Then I'll click on continue. Once I click on continue, it is configuring our prompt, and once it does that, it is asking us what sort of text content do you want? Do you want to generate text content or condense? Okay, of course, because we pasted a research report, we want to condense the text. And do we want detailed text per card, or do we want brief, or do we want medium? Let's say we want detailed, we can choose that. If we want medium, we can choose that as well. Whatever the case is, we can choose that. Then images, do we want it AI generated, or do we want stock photos? We can choose whatever the case is for us. Then flux fast, etc., etc. We can do all of this. Once we do this, we will click on continue. Okay, we will click on continue. Once we click on continue, we will wait for a few seconds. Okay, we'll wait for a few seconds to have our to see what exactly happens. Okay, now what exactly happened? It is asking us to choose a theme. It is asking us to choose a theme. Okay, so guys, tell me, there are multiple themes over here. Which theme do you like? Which theme do you like? This one, this one, this one, this one. Which theme do you like? This is good. This is good. All the themes are good. Okay? All the themes are absolutely wonderful to use. Okay, you can use any theme which you want. You can use any of these themes, and it will work absolutely fine for you. Let's say if you want to go ahead with a light color theme. Okay? Let's say if you want to, you can go ahead and create a dark color theme also. Okay? Let's say I choose a light color theme. Now I'll go ahead and click on generate. And guys, my hands right here in front of you. Okay? My hands right here in front of you. And we'll wait for a few seconds. So guys, type in magic in the chat box if you are seeing some sort of magic happening right in front of us. Okay? My hands right in front of you. Magic, 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 magic. Wow. Impressive. Magic, superb. Awesome, Aditya. Amazing. So you can see over here, we have a completely AI generated PPT made for us in less than 1 minute on AI and the future of work. AI is transforming jobs, etc., etc. Here is a AI generated image on the same as well. Then current and future impact, what are the number of jobs which will be created, job displacement, etc., etc. Job changes by sector, a proper table on that. Okay, then there is this particular map and the global and regional differences. Then what can be done? Okay, then AI preparedness index, policy recommendations, conclusion. All of this in one single PPT, done in a matter of seconds. In a matter of seconds. Is it editable? It is absolutely editable. Okay, if you want to edit it, you can do that. Okay, whatever you want to do, you can edit as well. Okay, let's say, guys, how many of you think a gamma PPT, okay, a gamma PPT, a PPT in gamma, even once you have made the changes, okay, it is something which might not be acceptable for your boss. Might not be acceptable for your boss. Might not be acceptable in your company. We want PowerPoint presentations only. We do not want gamma PPT. Anyone who thinks that might be the case? Yes, yes, yes. So what we'll do in that particular case, we'll go ahead and click on these 3 dots over here. Okay? On these 3 dots over here. Once we do that, we will go ahead and click on export. Okay? We'll click on export. And now guys, we have an option to download our PPT as a PDF, as a PowerPoint, as a Google slide, or as PNG as well. Let's say I want to download it as a PowerPoint. Okay, I simply click over here, wait for a few seconds, and guys, let's wait for a few seconds because we have our PPT downloaded. Okay, we have our PPT downloaded. Let me click over here. Okay, so it has downloaded our PPT as you can see over here, the 7 MB file. And let me go ahead and click on that. I click on that and boom, I want the biggest boom in the chat box because we have a PowerPoint PPT here ready with us in a matter of few minutes. We have been able to do that, guys. We have been able to do that and we have done that together as a community. Amazing, boom, awesome, 10x, really amazing, boom, super, awesome, amazing. So we have this and now we can edit, we can change the images, whatever we want to do, we can do it. Now guys, tell me something. How many of you feel कि ये watermark जो आया है, right? Aditya, everything is good, everything is fine. ये सारे changes I can do, but this watermark which is coming, like made with gamma, okay? This is something which will be concerning. It is very evident that I have not made this PPT and it has been made with gamma. How many of you have this sort of a concern? How many of you have this concern? कि this is something which won't be acceptable. Everything else is fine, but ये नहीं acceptable होगा. So if this is your concern, what we'll do? We will go ahead and click on this view button. Okay, we'll go ahead to our PowerPoint file. We'll click on this view button. Once we click on this view button, there is this slide master button. Okay, there is this slide master button. So I'll click on this slide master button, and once I do that, I will have this made with gamma thing over there. I will click over here and I'll click on delete. Similarly, I will go to this particular slide. I'll click on delete. Similarly, I will go over here. I'll click on delete. Similarly, I'll go over here. I'll go over here and click on delete. And once I do that, and I click on close master once again, boom! Type in boom again in the chat box because we have removed made with Gamma. We have removed it. Now it doesn't look like this particular PPT was made with Gamma, but it looks like you made this particular PPT. Agree with me? Awesome. Sahi. Boom. Wow. Magic. Okay? Because we did not delete it in this page, it was not deleted, but you can delete it from all of the pages. As you can see over here, made with Gamma is gone. Now, how many of you have this particular question? Although made with Gamma to ho gaya. How would it be if we can, okay, how would it be if we can add the logo of our company also? How would that be? Ki made with Gamma to hata diya, but if I want to add a logo of my PPT, wouldn't that be awesome? Awesome, amazing, yes, me. Chalo. So let us go ahead and see how we can do that also. Again, we'll click on view and then we'll go to slide master. Okay, we'll again do this. We'll go to slide master. And now, once we do that, we will click on insert once again. Once we click on insert, what we'll do? We'll click on pictures. We'll click on picture from file. And now we'll click on the logo. Because I have the logo of my company, I will choose that and I will position it towards the bottom right of the screen, wherever I want to position it basically. I will do that. I'll similarly copy and paste it over here. I'll paste it over here. I'll paste it over here and it is done. Okay? And if you want to basically play around with this, you can do that also. If you want to play around with the colors of the logo or do anything about it, you can go ahead and do that also. And now once I am done with this, I will again go to close master and boom, type in boom again in the chat box. Type in a boom again in the chat box because we have B10X logo here in our PPT right here in front of us, which the bosses would go absolutely wow. How did you make such a PPT in such a short amount of time? MV, boom, magical. How to remove watermark? I'll show it once again. Simply go to view. Then click on slide master, then just select over here delete, and if you have to insert your logo, go to insert, go to pictures, add the logo, position it over here, and then again click on slide master and your work will be done. It is as simple as that. Okay? It is as simple as that. Now guys, tell me one thing. What if we have to we made the detailed research report, okay, and we made this PowerPoint file as well, but somehow this PowerPoint file, this thing, I want to make it more attractive, something which would set me apart from every peer in my office, because this sort of a PPT almost everyone in my office can make, but I want to set myself apart. Okay, I want to set myself apart. Okay, I go to this particular PPT, I go to slide master. Just a second, I'll hide this. Just a second, it is stuck over here. Okay, if I go to this particular PPT or go to the detailed research report that we have, okay, I go to the detailed research report that we have. Okay, I have to basically I want to make the PPT look more professional, or I want to make the detailed research report more professional, so that it does not look AI generated and it is very professional, which sets me apart from everyone in my office. How would you go about doing it? Let's see it. Okay, that particular PPT is stuck. So what I'll do, I'll go to Gamma again and I'll download this particular PPT once again. Okay, let me download it once more for you all. Okay, let me do that. It will do it in a few seconds. I can see over here. I'll click here to download. Okay, we'll wait for a few seconds. It is downloading right now. Let's just wait for a couple of seconds, and then what we'll be doing, we'll be using this particular tool which is called as napkin.ai. Okay, it is called as napkin.ai. How does napkin.ai work? Let's see it with the help of a demo again. Okay, let's see it with the help of a demo again. So I'll simply go to napkin.ai. Okay, I'll go to napkin.ai. Okay, again, every tool that we are using is absolutely free of cost. Okay, is absolutely free of cost. And once I go over here, I'll click on sign in button over here. Okay, because I have already created an account, I will be redirected to this sort of a screen. Okay, I'll be redirected to this sort of a screen, so I can create a new napkin for myself. So what did we do? we simply went to napkin.ai, we created an account, and once we do that, a free account. Okay, even I'm using the free version itself. And once we do that, we have this sort of a screen right here in front of us. So what we'll do, we will simply enter the text. We will simply enter the text where we want to, for which we want to make beautiful looking mind maps. Just like a very high level consultant at McKinsey would be making, you can make that sort of presentations or research report. How to do that? Okay, let us learn it. Let's say you want to, you had this global and regional perspective slide, right? So simply copy this entire text over here. Okay, simply copy this entire text over here. Okay, I'll copy this entire text. I'll go to napkin and then I will paste it over here. Okay, simply text किया, copy किया, paste किया. ठीक है, detailed research report grok का text लिया and I pasted it in napkin. Once I do that and I hover my mouse on this text, there is this electric button. How many of you see this blue color electric button over here? Yes. So what we'll do, we will simply click on this electric button. Okay, now some magic is happening, guys. Some magic is happening again on a screen, and we'll wait for a few seconds to see that. Okay, some magic is happening. What it will do, what will napkin do? It will convert this text, this boring looking text, into this sort of a beautiful looking mind map. How many of you feel that this mind map is absolutely amazing? Okay, instead of showing this boring looking text, if you show this sort of a mind map in your office, your bosses would go absolutely wow. Your peers would go absolutely wow. Okay, and that is not it. This is just one visualization that you see. If you go over here, you see more visualizations. Okay, if you go over here, more and more such visualization in different formats, and you can use any of these. Okay, in fact, you can create your own style as well. Okay, but you can use all the already existing ones because these are already so good. Agree with me, this is already so good. Okay, and you can do it for more ones as well. Okay, I'll click on blank napkin and let's say I want to do it for one more text. Let's say I want to do it for the key points. I want to show a key point slide. In my PPT. Okay, I'll paste it over here. I'll click on the electric button. Wait for a few seconds. Okay, I'll wait for a few seconds for some magic to again happen. Okay, I'll again wait for some magic to happen. And guys, we have it already. Okay, key points. Imagine if you have a key point slide. Okay, you simply add key points in the header, and instead of writing all of this verbose, instead of writing so much text, you show this as key points. Type key points, the positive points, the negative points, all of it. Okay, then like this. How is this sort of a mind map? How amazing it is. Job displacement versus job creation. Similarly, more mind maps like this. More mind maps. More. Do you really feel, okay, after looking at this, look at this, how awesome is it? Would it create an absolute, wonderful impression, and it would set you absolutely apart from the rest of your peers who are presenting in your office if you are being able to present like this? Yes? Okay, and if you click on more such visualizations will be loaded. So you can choose any of this, and now you would be having this, of course, question that Aditya, is this downloadable? Simply click over here, click on download. Okay, click on export, click on download, and you would have this thing right over there, the visualization right over there. And what you can do, you can actually open the presentation that you have, and let's say if you want to make a key point, like, okay, insert the picture. Okay, insert the picture that you just downloaded. Okay, insert it, and you can position it here in your screen. Okay, this you can change to key. This thing, like, what was the point? It was key points, correct? So just write key points over here. Okay, you can middle align it and do all of that, and you can have this sort of a text visual. Instead of whatever you were having, you could have this sort of a text visual with you. Imagine the sort of impact you would have on your bosses when you are showing something like this instead of a boring looking PPT with a lot of text. Yes, agree with me? Awesome. Yes, you can download more and more. Okay, whichever design you like, you can download more of it. Okay, that is how simple it is.
Folks, by the way, how much time do you feel that you are going to save on daily basis? How much time do you feel that you are going to save on daily basis from tomorrow itself? This energy, folks, love this energy. Alright, so folks, who faces this problem, or is it just me? Right? I would like to know, like, whenever you are scrolling internet, right? Whenever you are on internet reading some article, right, on LinkedIn, like you are reading something, and at that time you feel I have to copy this, I have to take this to ChatGPT and ask it to explain it to me, right? Or you feel like if this article was there in Hindi, Malayalam, Telugu, Marathi, Gujarati, right, I would have understood it more. Happened with whom? Happened with whom? Like let's say you're scrolling internet, you are like going on any article, or let's say you want to like you really like one article and you want to create LinkedIn post out of that article, right? Would you like a tool which is like ChatGPT, pulled out of ChatGPT, and it will be scrolling internet with you, and you can ask it. It will be like your free intern. You can ask it anything that you want, and it will be giving you answers. Same for the same. One of my favorite tools which I use while browsing internet is called as Merlin Chrome extension, right? The name of the tool is Merlin Chrome extension. So just go on Google and search Merlin Chrome extension. Okay, we are going to go on this first link, and here what are you going to do? You are going to install Merlin. Okay, so I am going to install the Merlin. Okay, since I have already installed the Merlin, you can see icon like this, right? This is the icon of Merlin. Okay, so once you have installed the Merlin, whenever you select any text and right click, you are going to see the Merlin window. Everyone clear? Everyone so with me so far? Okay, so you just have to search Merlin Chrome extension computer. So let's say you're reading one article. Okay, so here like I'm reading an article, AI could wipe off 40 to 50% of white collar Indian jobs. Right? This is like I want to read this article complete of this article. I just want like summary of this article in like 3 bullet points. So what I'm going to do? I just select entirety of article. Okay. Okay, I'll just select the entire article. Okay, I'll right click. I'll give it to, you can, when you right click, you will be seeing this particular icon of Merlin, Ask AI Research and Write Review, right? So here I'm going to select this option of Give Context to Merlin. Okay. Alright. So I gave this text as context to Merlin. Now I'm going to ask it to like explain me this in 3 simple bullet points, right? Okay. Folks, who is absolutely mind blown? Who is absolutely mind blown? So it has explained me entire article in 3 simple bullet points, right? If you are reading some really good article, if you want to create a LinkedIn post out of it, what you have to do? Simply ask it to create me a engaging LinkedIn post out. Entire text. I gave it to context and Merlin. And folks, right now, who is absolutely mind blown? Who feels like you can become LinkedIn influencer, right? Drop in MB in the chat box if you are absolutely mind blown. I think ChatGPT can do it like this. Absolutely, this is based on ChatGPT only, right? So it is based on GPT-4o model, right? So it is like ChatGPT pulled out of ChatGPT. It is like your intern, or it is like your companion when you are scrolling the internet, right? But then who here prefers to read in their own mother tongue? Who here like prefers to read content in Hindi or Bangla or Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, Marathi, Gujarati, right? So simply what you have to do? Simply you have to ask, right? Translate the article in Hindi, right? So I didn't spell Hindi correctly, but still it understood, right? How smart it is. So folks, who is absolutely mind blown? So it has translated entire article for me in Hindi, right? You can ask it to do it in Telugu, Malayalam, Oriya, Bangla, Gujarati, right? All the any language that you want, right? Who is absolutely mind blown? Who is absolutely mind blown by Merlin? Is Merlin free? Absolutely. You can use Merlin 100 times a day for absolutely free of cost. Okay. Can't we use ChatGPT for that? Absolutely, you can use ChatGPT for that, but you have to copy, you have to paste in ChatGPT, and after that you have to do this like here and there, right? But right now I'm here, and it is like my companion. Even if I'm reading PDF, right? Even if I'm reading any PDF, I can simply like open Merlin and get help of Merlin. Everyone clear? Yes. Absolutely, right? Okay. So this was tool number 4, right? So by the way, folks, who here consumes podcast? New tool, it's Merlin itself. So once you install Merlin, you will be seeing window like this, right? Once you install Merlin on your Chrome, you will be seeing window like this. Okay. So what you have to do, you just have to click on generate summary, right? right? So this is like 1 hour long podcast of Jensen Huang, who is like Nvidia CEO and founder, right? He is talking about like how AI is like changing everything, right? So folks, drop in mind blown in the chat box if you are absolutely mind blown, because it has given me minute by minute summary of the entire podcast, right? So I can go through entire summary, right? I can go through entire summary in just matter of 1 minute, right? What did I do? I did nothing, right? I did nothing. Once I have Merlin installed on my Chrome, right? Once I have Merlin installed on my Chrome, I'll be seeing window like this, right? So I did nothing. I just first of all I installed Merlin on my Chrome, right? So I installed Merlin on my Chrome, and once I have installed Merlin on my Chrome, I'll be seeing this option in the side, right? And here I'm going to just click on generate summary. And once I click on generate summary, so it will be generating entire summary of the video. Let's say there is a really beautiful video which you absolutely like and you want notes out of that video. What you have to do, you just have to click on key insights. Okay. So now it is going to give you notes from the video. Folks, so it's absolutely mind blowing. Let's say if you are watching like 3-4 hours of like life changing video and you want notes out of that video, here is how you can get it. So it's absolutely mind blowing. AMB, MB, AMB, absolutely right, absolutely. So that's how AI is making everyone's life easier, right? That's how AI is making everyone's life easier, right? So you can use AI to summarize the video. You can use AI to summarize any kind of content that you want. Okay. So that was about Merlin. But I feel like Merlin, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how useful you feel like Merlin will be for your work, right? It might be like of 3-4 kind of impact, right? It will be like 3-4-5 kind of impact. It won't be like 10 on 10 impact, right? But what if? Would you like a AI? Would you like a AI? Let's say your boss sends you like a document of 30 pages, right? Would you like a AI which can go through that document, right? Which can go through that document and can answer you all of the things about that document? Let's say your boss sent you one meeting ka recording which is like 2 hours long, one document which is like 150 page long, and 2 PPTs which are like 80 page long. Also one more thing, who knows this particular individual, right? Who knows this guy? Who is this guy? He is Mr. Warren Buffett, right? He is Mr. Warren Buffett, right? No, he is not Raghuram Rajan. He is Mr. Warren Buffett, okay? So he is called an Oracle of Omaha. He is richest investor in this entire world, right? He is one of the brightest and richest investor in entire world. Would you like to analyze stock like Warren Buffett, right? By using the same tool, right? I'm going to take example of how you can analyze stocks. Would you like to analyze stocks like Warren Buffett? Yes. So I'm going to show you the most impactful tool, which at least for me, right? When I'm like investing, or when I'm like analyzing any book, or when I'm like reading anything, right? I'm using this tool on day-to-day basis, right? This is one of the most impactful tool for my work, right? And the name of this tool, this tool is basically Notebook LM. Okay. The name of the tool is Notebook LM. Again, is Notebook LM free? It is absolutely for free of cost. Okay. You just have to go to notebooklm.google. Okay. So once you are on Notebook LM, so here you just have to click on create new. Okay. And once you click on create new, so what did I do? I just went to notebooklm.google. So Aditya, is safe? Someone is asking. So it is absolutely safe. As you can see, it is made by Google, right? If you trust Google, and already like all these big tech companies, folks have all of your data, right? So you don't have anything to hide from them, right? So it is from Google, so you can absolutely trust it. And here, how you can use Notebook LM, right? So you just have to go to notebooklm.google, and once you go there, just create on new. Just click on new. Okay. So now here, let's say I want to analyze Reliance, right? I want to analyze Reliance. So what I need to add, let's say I'm analyzing Reliance ka stock. So what document should I add, folks? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what are the documents should I add in the tool, so that like I'll be able to analyze Reliance company as whole? Annual report, absolutely. Balance sheet, that's correct, right? Annual report, quarterly report, con call, annual general meeting. Absolutely. All of you, like I think all of you are like more or less investing in stock market, right? So here I'm just like taking one example of how you can analyze stock, but you can use the same tool for analyze any kind of company use case that you have, right? I'll be analyzing Reliance stock right in front of you. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'll just like download annual reports of Reliance, right? So for downloading annual reports of Reliance, I use this particular tool called a screener, right? So you can go to screener.in and you can use this. It's also free of cost, right? So here I'll be searching Reliance Industries, and once I go on Reliance Industries, here I'll be going in their annual report. Okay. So I can just simply download this annual report. Okay. I can simply download this annual report, and now what I can do, I can simply click on add, and and here I can drag and drop right over here. Okay. Everyone clear so far? Everyone clear? I added one annual report, right? Now, similarly, I can add old annual reports as well, right? I can add all the 5-6 annual reports which are published in past 5-6 years, right? So that already I can add, right? Not only that, what I'm going to add? I'm going to add con calls as well, right? Let's say I want to add conference call of Reliance. So I'll just click on transcript of the conference call, right? I'll download this. And I will add transcript of this conference call as well, right? So now, do you feel like I have one video of Mota Bhai, right? I have one video of Mota Bhai who like he is speaking about annual general meeting, right? He is speaking about annual general in the annual general meeting. He is talking about all the future plans of Reliance, what Reliance was able to achieve in 2024. Do you think this video is also relevant for this research? Yes or no? So can you add video? Absolutely, I can add video, right? What I can do? I can simply copy link of the video, right? I can simply copy link of the video. I can go to Notebook LM, and here once I click on add, you can select this particular link वाला option और यहाँ पे YouTube select करना, right? यहाँ पे just select the YouTube and यहाँ like right here paste the link, right? Right here paste the link and click on insert, and boom, video is added, folks. Video is added in your research, right? Video is added in your research. Not only that, do you feel like analyst like whatever analyst do analysis of Reliance, that also should be added, right? We can add that as well. Not only that, what else can we add? We can add copied text as well, right? Let's say I did one research on Reliance using Grok, right? So I want to add this. So what I'm going to do? I'll just simply copy the text. Okay. I'll simply copy the text. All right. So I'll simply copy the text and I can add this in my research as well. So here I'll be clicking on paste text and here I'll be adding this. I'll click on enter. And similarly, I can add any kind of website I want. I can also add documents as well. Let's say I have a doc which boss sent me. So I'll simply click on Google Doc, and here I'll be seeing all the docs, right? So here I have like already one doc of Reliance deep research, right? So I'll be opening this doc. So I have added that doc as well, right? So I have added everything right over here, right? I have added everything right over here, and right. So here I'm going to click on this discover icon, and here I'll explain, right? I am doing the fundamental analysis of Reliance Ltd. Give me relevant documents, right? And I'll just click on submit. Okay, folks. So now let's see the magic, right? So now Notebook LM is working on my behalf. And folks, drop in boom in the chat box because it has given me all the relevant sources on internet, and I can select any of the source, right? I can select any of the source for the research, and I just hit import, right? I just hit import. So now what I have to do? I have everything which I need right in front of me, right? All the sources added, right? So now I can ask any kind of question I want right over here, right? So I can ask it, what are the businesses? What are the businesses Reliance is involved in, right? Involved in, okay? So I can ask this, and folks, it will be generating me answer, and this answer will be from only the sources which I have uploaded. You can see right over here. So it is also giving me citation, right? It is also giving me citation. It is saying like Reliance is involved in refining and marketing, petrochemicals, oil and gas, retail, digital services, media, entertainment, textile, allied businesses, and all these things, right? Who is absolutely mind blown. And I'm also getting citations, folks. It is not just like hallucinating. It is not just like making up things, right? The biggest problem when we are using ChatGPT, it just makes up things sometimes. It gives false information. Who faced this problem in the past that you are using ChatGPT and ChatGPT gives like false information with full confidence? Who faced this problem? Yes. But here you will be getting citation for each and everything, right? Here you will be getting citation for each and everything. Who is absolutely mind blown, right? So now I can simply ask it to analyze Reliance stock for me like Warren Buffett, and generate me report, right? And generate me report, okay? Folks, so now see, it will be giving you analysis which can be like which before this, which was only possible with an analyst who has like 10 or 15 years of experience, and even after that, like you would have paid them like 1 crore or 2 crore rupees salary, right? So folks, just see who is absolutely mind blown. Just see how deep this analysis is, right? So it is giving you exact like management quality analysis, competitive advantages, moat, and financial health and performance. After that, we are getting long-term growth potential, we are getting valuation, we are getting conclusion, right? So it is getting getting like analysis with like what Mr. Warren Buffett is doing, right? Not believe this, absolutely. And folks, not only that, let's say you uploaded all of these sources and you want a study guide out of this. Can I get that? Absolutely, you can get that. Just click over here. You can click on study guide, and folks, it will be generating the study guide for you as well, right? And let's say your boss has asked you to create a briefing doc. Don't create that briefing doc manually, right? It will be creating briefing doc for you as well, right? Just see. So it has created a study guide. So from all of the sources which can take like 50 hours of my time just to read and go through it, it has created a study doc, and I can go through this study doc in just 2 minutes. Make sense? Yes. Yes, right? Not only that, I can create briefing doc, I can create frequently asked question, I can create timeline as well, right? I can click on timeline, it will be giving me timeline of everything as well, right? How crazy is this? Can I upload research papers? Absolutely, you can upload anything that you want, right? You can upload anything that you want. See folks, so whatever is mentioned in everything, so it is giving me timeline of that as well. How crazy is that? It's for 2005 was mentioned, so it is giving me 2005, uske baad 2009, everything. It is giving me exact timeline of whatever like things happened in the documents. Is this absolutely crazy? Yes. I cannot believe this tool is absolutely for free. Absolutely, right? And folks, not only that, will that be alright if you can listen to podcast on all of the content that you uploaded right over here? Yes. Will that be paisa also for you? Like you will be consuming knowledge as much as your CEO of your organization, right? If you can listen podcast on document, let's say your boss sent you a boring document and you are able to create podcast on that document, how crazy will be that? What can you do? You just have to click on generate, right? You just have to click on this generate button, okay? So now it will be generating podcast, right? So I have already like uploaded, basically folks, I already did this exercise, right? I was actually analyzing Reliance. So I uploaded one book, which was really nice, like which is by Mr. Shankar Kumar Pradhan, right? It is on like Indian oil industry, oil and natural gas industry, right? So I gave it context of like what industries and everything, and I also uploaded relevant videos and relevant annual reports, and I created one podcast, right? So I'll just show you like how this podcast works. So this will take like 2-3 minutes of the time. So that's why like I'm already loading, which I already have, right? So, okay. Folks, who is ready? Who is ready to listen to the podcast? Who is ready? Drop in ready in the chat box. We are absolutely like excited to see the podcast, right? I mean like hear the podcast. You cannot see it obviously. So let's go.
All right, welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're tackling a pretty massive topic, really. I'm excited to dig into this set of materials, this collection of research and reports you sent my way, kind of looking at India's energy scene.
Yeah, it should be a fascinating one.
And other folks, let's say I have any questions, should I ask them question as well?
Because all the way back
if I can join the podcast and ask them
looking
question.
at India's investments in oil and gas around the world. And then, of course, we're going to dive into Reliance Industries, one of the giant.
Okay, so I'll join the podcast.
Oh, our listeners got something to share. Let's hear it.
So I was thinking about investing into Reliance. So can you tell me what are the moats in the business and how, what is the future of Reliance? Yeah.
That's a great question, and it ties right into what we were just about to discuss.
Absolutely. Since you're considering investing, let's look at what makes Reliance tick right now.
Who is absolutely minded on?
Okay, so in terms of what's big for them now, you've got a few key areas. Reliance Retail is huge. It's India's largest organized retailer.
And they're not just selling clothes. They're building their own consumer brands, focusing on making products accessible and affordable.
Exactly.
Too good. Oh my God, it's amazing. I cannot comprehend this. Mind-blowing. Yeah. Aita, how did you download this book? So folks, by the way, do you anyone has this question like how did I download this book? Or by the way, like how do you want to like download any book in this entire world for absolutely free of cost? Yes? Yes. Like any book, right? Let's say like I'll just show you like what do I mean by any book, right? Let's say I'll just go on Amazon.in. Like I was always fond of history, right? So like, and I was fond of mathematics, so I wanted to read this particular book by Carl Boyer, right, on history of mathematics, right. I always wanted to read this book on history of mathematics, but as coming from middle class, and this book was like 3,000 something, and by which like I can get any book in this entire world. Like there are 2 crore books, like any book, maybe any book, whatever book in this entire world for absolutely free of cost. Would you like that? Yes. And by the folks, do you think like someone is saying like is it like legal or ethical? So folks, do you think like ChatGPT is trained on all of these things, right? Like Llama is trained on all of these things, Grok is trained on all of these things, right? I'm just giving you knowledge, right? It's up to you. If you want to use this knowledge, then you can use. If you don't want, you can skip, right? This is not part of the session, right? By the way, this is not part of the session. But if you want, if you like enough of you want, I can show you how you can get any book in this entire world for absolutely free of cost. Okay, we'll do one trade. Okay. So what is the trade? Right? So simply, like I'll be showing you how you can get any book in this entire world for absolutely free of cost, right? You like lakhs of rupees going forward, right? So the name of the tool is basically libgen.io, right? Name of the tool is libgen.is, right? So folks, by the way, like you'll be getting link for this as well, like in your like notes, so don't worry about that. Okay, so let's say I want this particular book, history of mathematics, so I'll just copy name of the book. Okay, I'll paste name of the book right over here. So now I'll hit enter, and simply after hitting enter, I'll be getting entire directory of history of mathematics books, right? But I'm not concerned about all of these books. I was concerned about that particular author, right? So what I'm going to do, I'll just copy name of the author as well, right? I'll copy name of the author as well, and I'll be pasting name of the author along with book. Okay, so I'll be getting only the book I want. Okay, so folks, do I have exact book right in front of me which I wanted? A history of mathematics 3rd edition, right? And which is from Mr. Carl Boyer, right? So what I'm going to do, I'll just click on this mirror number 1. Okay, and here I have this book. Now I'll just click on get. Okay, and folks, no ads, nothing like that. I'll be getting downloadable link for any book in this entire. It won't be. So I'll be showing you exact book which I just downloaded, right? Folks, are you absolutely mind blown? Just see right over here. I have complete book right in front of me, all the 690 pages, right? All the 690 pages. Mind blown? Would you like to do that? I'm not going to create cartoon avatars, because here we are to increase. Here we are here for like increasing the productivity. We'll be doing something else, right? All right. So what are we going to do? We are going to go on one of my favorite tool, and which is ChatGPT, right? So everyone thought like this session is going to be all about ChatGPT. ChatGPT just mentioned one, and that also for image generation, not for text generation, right? So I'll just go to chatgpt.com, right? And here on ChatGPT, what I'm going to do, let's say I want to create a website, right? I want to create a UI/UX design of a website, right? Let's say I want to create a website for AI tool station only, right? I'm like just launching, Aditya just launching, and right now Aditya wants to use AI to build his website, right? Let's see how much time and how much money does it take. Okay, so I'll give it a normal prompt, right? I'm not even like spending a lot of time on my prompt and not using my traditional frameworks. I'm just giving a fast prompt, which is like act as senior UI/UX manager and design me a landing page for AI tools workshop, right? Design me a landing page for AI tools workshop. This workshop will be of 9 rupees, right? Will be of 9 rupees, right? So now let's see, right? So it will give me exact text like what it is going to do, right? And once it gives me text, the tool which I'm going to use is basically Claude, right? Claude.ai. Aditya, is Claude safe? Absolutely it is safe, right? Absolutely it is safe. Why? Because investors in Claude. Okay. So if you trust Google and if you like Aditya, is Claude free? Absolutely. You can see I'm using a free plan, right? I'm using a free plan. You can use free plan as well, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to upload this image, and I'm going to ask it to create me this in HTML and CSS, right? So I just asked it to create me this this image into HTML and CSS, right? Folks, now my hands are up. See what is happening right in front of you, right? Just see what is happening right in front of you. Are you absolutely mind blown by seeing what is happening right in front of you? I got an image generated from ChatGPT, right? So now I'm getting it coded from Claude. Who is absolutely mind blown? I have created a dynamic looking website. Ye dekho. See. So I have created a dynamic looking website, right? And that also with entire code. Right? Right now, even without having any coding knowledge, I have done entire thing. I think what about backend? अरे चलो backend भी बना देता हूँ, ठीक है? Create backend as well, right? So I'll just create backend for this website as well, okay? Folks, so it is writing me backend as well. See, my hands are up. I created design, I created front end, I created backend, right? And how much time and money I spent till now? How much time and money did I spend till now to create my entire website? Yes, 0 time. 5-10 minutes spent हो गए, but see, this is vibe coding, right? This is future. Okay, so this was the front end of the website. Now it is coding me the back end of the website. You can simply host it and you are good to go, right? Just imagine what kind of power you will be having on your hand, right? Just imagine what kind of power you will be having on your hand. Oh, feel super powerful, drop in SP in the chat box if you feel super powerful after learning all of these things, right? Zero money and negligible time, someone says, right? Absolutely. That's how it is, right? Okay, someone is asking like, Aditya, what about data analysis? So folks, would you like to become a 10x data analyst without having any data knowledge? Would you like to create a professional looking dashboards? Would you like to create professional looking 3D graphs?
If you feel data analysis is too time consuming, or you are someone who is not able to do data analysis because you find it tough, how do you go about doing it? With the help of this particular tool, which is called as Julius.ai. Okay, how does Julius work? Let's see it with the help of a demo. So I'll simply go to Julius.ai. Okay, once I go to okay, let me go over here. I simply go to Julius.ai. Once I do that, okay, I will again use the free version of Julius. Okay, try Julius free. So I'll click that, and once I click that, I'll wait for a few seconds for Julius to open a certain sort of a screen, as you can see right in front of you. Once we have that, guys, by the way, everyone, repeating it again, every tool that we are using absolutely the free version. You can use it for absolutely free. As we are doing this, choose it, you will see an option like this. Okay, clear with me so far? I simply went to Julius, new, and then thread with me. Yes, very simple so far. Now, what I'll do, I will choose the data set which I want to analyze. Okay, I'll choose the data set which I want to analyze. What is the data set I want to analyze? I want to analyze this particular equity Asian Paints data. Okay, I have the equity data of Asian Paints for the entire year of 2023, from 2nd January 2023 to 29th December 2023. I have the entire equity data with the open price, the high price, the low price, etc., the number of trades, value, volume, everything I have over here. Now, if I have to do analysis on this particular data set, how will I go about doing that? With the help of AI, in a matter of few seconds, how would I go about doing that? I would go to Julius, and I would firstly attach the data set. Okay, I'll click on upload file. In fact, you can add your Google Sheet as well if you have that. Okay, because I have this Excel file, I'll go over here and I'll attach this Excel file. Let me attach this and now wait for a few seconds for Julius to read the Excel file from me. Okay, Julius will read the Excel file for me. I'll wait for a few seconds in order for that to happen. Okay, let's wait for a few seconds. Once we wait for a few seconds, it has read the entire data set, as we can see right in front of us. But that is not my objective. What is my objective? I want to analyze this data set. Okay, I want to analyze this data set and give me key insights from it. Okay, I enter a prompt, analyze this data set and give me key insights from it. And now I will hit a enter over here. I hit a enter, and guys, my hands is right here in front of you. Okay, my hands right here in front of you because you're gonna be seeing some magic. Guys, see what exactly is happening. It is writing a few line of Python codes in order to understand the data set and analyze the data set as well, which you can see right now on the screen. And now it is giving us the summary. The analysis of the data set has been completed and I have extracted key insights regarding it. Summary statistics. The summary statistics for the relevant columns including daily returns and moving averages are as follows. Okay, so key insights: maximum closing price is 3543, minimum closing price is this much, average trading volume is this much, total number of trades is this much. Okay, these insights indicate the range of stock prices over the entire year, the average trading activity, etc., etc. Now if you want to know something, if you want to know anything about it, okay, how did the, let's say I want to know how did the maximum closing price vary per day, give me a visualization chart for the same. If I want something like this, I will hit a enter over here, and guys, again my hands right here in front of you. Okay, my hands right here in front of you. Julius will again write a few lines of code, and instead of giving this text-based analysis, which might not be so much interesting, okay, what exactly will it do? Let us see. Let us see what exactly it will do. Okay, guys, type in a boom. Type in a boom in the chat box if your mind is blown by what just Julius did for you. By what just Julius did for you. It has given you a visualization for what exactly you asked for. Maximum closing price varying per day throughout the year. We have the entire chart ready right here in front of us for absolutely free of cost. Without spending a single dime, we have been able to do that. Okay, right here in front of us. Okay, now guys, you might be having this question कि आदित्य एक visualization तो हो गया. What if I have to make a dashboard out of it? How many of you want to make a dashboard out of this? Instead of a dashboard in Julius, which is something which might not be acceptable at your office, how about we create a dashboard which is in Excel? How many of you would want to make an Excel dashboard containing multiple visualizations right here from this data set? Excel dashboard बनाने तो कैसे करें? So what will we do? Go ahead and do regarding that. I will tell it. Okay, I want an Excel dashboard containing at least, let's say, 6 visualizations. I want an Excel dashboard containing at least 6 visualizations. Give me a link via which I can download the Excel file with the visualizations. Okay, let's see. Okay, till now, this was able to, okay, Julius was able to give me visualizations over here. Can it give me an Excel dashboard as well? Let us try it out. I'm asking it, give me a link via which I can download the Excel file as well. Let's see if it is able to help us on this particular aspect. Okay, it is again writing a few lines of code at an amazing pace. It is writing a few lines of code, and now it has detected some sort of an error. So now it is, guys, how many of you are mind blown? Type in an MB in the chat box if you are mind blown by this, because it wrote a few lines of code, it realized that it has made an error. Now it is writing the code again, it is rerunning the code again to creating the Excel dashboard, just like a human would do. It is interpreting that, it realized its mistake, it is doing it once again, and now it has given me a link. Let me click on this link. And I have something with me. Let me open that. And guys, type in boom in the chat box, because we have multiple visualizations in the form of a dashboard right here in front of us. Okay, we have multiple visualizations right here in front of us. We asked it for 6 visualizations, and we have all 6 of them right here. We can simply rearrange it and our work is done. We have this entire data visualization done in a matter of few seconds. Okay, we have been able to do that. In fact, if you want to, play around further with this data, how many of you feel you would want to play around with this data inside Excel itself? Aditya, Julius might not be so acceptable. I want to do this sort of an analysis inside Excel itself. How many of you would want to do something like this? Analysis inside Microsoft Excel? Me? Me? Okay. So if you would want to do something like this, guys, in the like not, I'm not talking about the Stone Age era of using the earlier versions of Microsoft which does not have AI. I'm talking about AI enabled Microsoft. If I have that, I can simply click on Analyze Data button over here, and once I do that, okay, within a few seconds, I have all of this analysis right here in front of me, and I simply click on Insert Pivot Table. I have this entire pivot table made in a matter of few seconds. Okay, if I go over there, if I click on this Insert Chart, I have this pivot chart ready right here over here in front of me. If I click on Insert Pivot Chart, a pivot table and a pivot chart right here in front of me, and like this I have 42 such visualizations right here. In simply went to Analyze Data button. Okay, simply went to Analyze Data button, and it did all of that analysis for me because of this AI integration inside Microsoft Office. Okay, that is how awesome it is, and it does not stop here. Guys, how many of you are like, Alda, this is fine, this is great, in fact this is awesome, you have been able to reduce hours or weeks of my work into a few minutes. So guys, if that is the case, let me go ahead and tell you, I have been able to do that, but I am not satisfied with that, because for the people who belong to my workshop, to my students, I want to make them completely apart, okay, completely apart, and outstand in front of everyone. What do I mean? Okay, this sort of visualization, 2D visualization dashboard, maybe some other employees in your office will also be able to do. Maybe they take a lot of time, but they will be able to do. If we do something hatke, what am I talking about? How many of you would want to create a 3D visualization out of your data as well? 3D visualization which will completely make your bosses go bonkers. Ki, what have you done? What have you done? Okay, so I'll go something like, make me a dynamic, interactive 3D illustration. Make me a dynamic, interactive 3D illustration out of this data set as well. Give me a downloadable link for the same. Okay? Again, I hit an enter, and let's see what exactly am I talking about, what exactly happens which will set us apart from anyone else in our office. Okay? We'll wait for a few seconds because it is doing some sort of coding, some sort of analysis is happening in the background, and now it has integrated the powers of Python along with HTML. I want you all to type in the biggest, okay, so far the biggest MB in the chat box, because we have a 3D visualization, something which not a lot of people in your office would be able to do. You could be one who stands out among your peers. Imagine everyone, you open this sort of a visualization in your meeting, okay, with your bosses, with your peers, etc. Everyone would go absolutely wow. They would be like, what have you created? Okay, it would create a very, very good impression in front of everyone. That too, this is interactive. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. If you want to look at a specific data points, this thing, you can just hover over and you would get the date, you would get the closing price and the volume, everything in the form of a 3D analysis. That is how awesome it is, how you will set apart from anyone else in your office. Amazing, really good. I want the biggest MB in the chat box if you found this to be really mind-blowing. Superb, really mind-blowing, awesome, chalo, perfect, okay, perfect. So guys, this was about how you can do data analysis like a pro, but it does not stop here. What about, how many of you would want, feel that you find a job, बहुत मुश्किल से you find a job out there in LinkedIn, out there in Naukri, and somehow you feel that you are an absolute fit for this particular job, but somehow you are not getting called for the interview. You feel I'm made for this job. I know everything that they are looking for. I want to work over here. It's my dream job now. I want to work over there. But somehow you're not just getting called for the interviews itself. Okay? If you're finding it difficult to find a specific job that you want to apply for, how do you go about doing that? By building, by using this particular tool, which is called as GenSpark. Okay? How does GenSpark work? Let's again see it with the help of a demo. So I'll go to GenSpark AI. Okay, I'll go to GenSpark AI. Once I go to GenSpark AI, again, absolutely free, I'll go to the super agent button. Okay, I'll go to the super agent, and now I will enter a prompt. Key, search for, let's say, search for high paying data analyst jobs in Bangalore and Mumbai, which pays above 12 LPA. Okay, search for high-paying data analyst jobs in Bangalore and Mumbai, which pays above 12 LPA. Okay, we'll add find jobs only which are my resume, which is attached. Okay, finally, make me a PDF file containing all details of make me a PDF file containing all details of the job, of the company, the job, and the application link for the same. Okay, guys, clear with the prompt? Can I add a clear in the chat box if you are absolutely clear with the prompt? And now I'll click on attach, and I'll attach this resume sample as well that we have along with us. Okay, clear with me? So very simple. Now I'll hit an enter over here. I'll hit an enter, and now guys, it will start to do some magic. Okay, it will start to do some magic. What it will do? Okay, it is thinking step by step. Okay, it is building an AI agent which is thinking step by step using the tool. Okay, we can see also, we can click on view and you can see what exactly is happening. It is firstly analyzing the resume. Then if we click on view, it is finding for data analyst jobs which are relevant. Not just relevant, it is just looking for data analyst jobs as we mentioned. Okay, it is somewhat looking for a verification. A software is asking whether I am a human. That's the irony of it. Okay, so it is again asking for verification. Let's wait for a few seconds. It will verify, and you can see over here it has found out so many job opportunities. Okay, so many job opportunities for us, and you can see over here it is opened these ones as well. Whichever is relevant, it has opened that, and it is now compiling it. Now that I've clearly understood about your qualifications, I'll search for high-paying data analyst jobs in Mumbai and Bangalore. It is going about looking for that. Then it is going about now let me find more specific information about some of these opportunities. Okay, it is finding specific information. Now let me look for specific job listings in Mumbai where we need more details. So it is analyzing a few URLs for that as well. And now it will do some more searches, etc., etc. And guys, once it is done with all of these searches, okay, once it is done with all of these searches, what you will be getting finally is something which you see on the screen right now. See, I entered the same sort of prompt over here earlier. Okay, search for 12 LPA plus jobs, and I have this entire PDF right here along with me of the top job opportunities of 12 LPA. You can see over here the sort of it has written the role in which company, what is the sort of package that you would be expecting, location Bangalore or Mumbai, experience what is required, the education, and application link for the same as well. Similarly, senior data analyst up to 25 LPA, work location is Mumbai over here, junior data analyst 12 LPA, data analyst at Q data, etc., optimal data analyst. Like this, it has given all of the relevant job opportunities for you. And if I click on this apply for this position button, what it will do, it will redirect me to the application link for this particular job as well. Okay, application link opened right here in front of us. I click on apply, application link again opened. And if I click on this open a new window button, if I click on this open a new window button, you can see a proper HTML page has been made. Okay, a proper website has been made along with my details, market overview and key findings, and along with the top job opportunities, along with the application link for all of these positions. That is how awesome it is. It has compiled it from various different sort of websites. Now guys, I want to continue giving these sort of tools and give this sort of learnings, but before that, it is very important for us to summarize whatever we have done so far. Okay, how about Kachave? Would you like to summarize everything that we have done so far before we continue with the learnings?
Absolutely. So folks, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how much impact do you think these AI tools are going to create while you work? Now folks, do you understand the true potential of artificial intelligence in your day-to-day tasks? Now do you understand what is true potential of AI for your day-to-day tasks? Yes. Absolutely right. Now, do you understand how AI can easily take on most of your work and how you can be soon out of you do not master it, right? Doesn't matter what kind of work that you are doing right now, how AI can easily take on most of your work, how AI can automate most of your work, and how you can be easily soon out of job if you do not master it, right? So now, do you understand why prompt engineers who have skill of talking to AI are getting paid upward of 39.3 LP in India? Now do you understand that? Yes. Now, do you realize how important it is for you to master most in-demand technologies, not in order to not just survive, but grow exponentially in your career in 2025 and get that salary increment that you always wanted? Now, do you realize why it is important for you in 2025 to master all of these things? Yes. Right? Because whatever you have learned till now, maybe in past 10, 20, 50 years, right? It is going to be at one snap of finger, it is going to become, everything is going to become irrelevant, right? Everything is starting from new end. That is the new beginning of AI, right? So we are seeing that right in front of us right now, right? People are getting laid off left, right, and center, right? There is a website called layoff tracker, right? So we can see people like companies are firing employees on everyday basis, right? 2,000 employees, 100% of the company, 90% of the company, right? So 300 employees, something like that, right? Block has fired 931 employees, something like that. So companies are firing employees every single day, and it has become common trend. Like companies are laying off employees, right? You can see like it is just increasing and increasing, right? You can see like small companies, large companies, US MNCs, everyone is firing employees. Why this is happening? Because companies are getting productivity gains because of AI. We have CEO of Meta, who is Mark Zuckerberg, right? Parent company of Instagram and Facebook. He said that he is going to replace their mid-level engineers with AI by this year end. 2025 के end तक he is going to replace engineers with AI, right? Salesforce CEO is saying he is not going to hire anyone because of AI productivity gains and because of AI agents, right? We have Imad Mustaq. Imad Mustaq is saying that AI is better than any Indian outsourced programmer, right? Whoever is working in IT industry, AI is better than that right now. Imad Mustaq is saying, right? Why is it happening? Because when AI was launched in 2020, 2021, right, it was just like a cool party trick, but it is really smart right now, right? Wall Street, finance professionals are getting laid off, marketers are getting laid off, designers are getting laid off, legal professionals are getting laid off, IT professionals are getting laid off, right, because of AI. And we can see right now, AI is performing as much as 90% on human benchmark, right? Human expert level benchmark, AI is performing 90%. When it was launched in 2019, 2020, it was just performing 5%, right? It was just performing 5% on AGI benchmark. Right now, it is at 87%. Just imagine what is going to happen by end of 2025, right? We are going to have AI which is like smarter than human beings, right? At that time, best luck getting job and best luck getting paid, right? So that's how scary fast progress is there in the world of AI, right? So we are seeing right in front of us in the job market, Meta is laying off, like large companies like Infosys, Wipro, everyone is laying off their employees left, right, and center because AI is replacing professionals in every department, every industry, and everywhere, right? So we can see like AI is cutting jobs in physical hardware, AI is cutting jobs everywhere, right? The 70-80% of people getting laid off, lakhs of people getting laid off became a common phenomenon, right? Now you must be thinking, are the only entry-level employees are getting affected, right? So many of you said that you are vice president in company. Someone said like they are CEO of the company, right? A major Chinese gaming company, right? A major Chinese gaming company replaced their CEO, the top boss, with AI, and it is working great for them. Just imagine if CEO can be replaced by AI. Just imagine what is going to happen to middle level management and the people who are directly working, right? If CEO can get replaced, just imagine what is going to happen to your job. Right, so that's what's happening right now, right around us, and that's what's happening in 2025, right? So we are an entire generation of people who are working in jobs which are not going to exist without AI in upcoming 12 to 15 months. Who agrees with me here? Do you agree with me that whatever job that you are doing right now, it is not going to exist without AI in upcoming 12 to 15 months? I'll say not upcoming 12 to 15 months, I'll say right now as well. Whatever job that you are working, do you think it will be existing without AI, right? Simple. I will ask you simple question. We just learned like AI for past 2-3 years, right? How many people's work do you think that you will be able to do from tomorrow onward? At least 4 people, 3 to 4 people, 5 people. I'll be able to work as much as 10 people, 4 people, 3 people, right? So you feel like you will be easily able to work as much as 3-4 people, right? You'll be able to work as much as 3-4 people, right? What is going to happen to job of this rest of the people? Right? What is going to happen to job of this rest of the people? They are getting laid off. This is what is happening right now, right around us, right? This is what is called as AI productivity gains. That's what we are seeing, and because of this, people are losing their job. People are losing their job because they are trying to compete with AI, right? People who are not using AI, they are basically competing with AI. So that's why they are losing. So right, if you try to compete with AI, you are going to lose because AI is smarter, faster, and cheaper than you. Does everyone agree with me that AI is smarter, faster, and cheaper than you right now in 2025? We just saw demonstration of that, right? So even I have strategy bots in my company which are smarter than me, which which are smarter than me, right? We have created some bots which are smarter than me. Instead of my employees talking to me, they talk to that bot, and that bot gives them better advice than what I can do, right? AI is smarter, faster, and cheaper than you, right? But it's not all doom, right? If you try to work with AI, you are going to win. Why you are going to win? Because AI won't replace you directly. A person using AI will. Is everyone clear that AI is not going to replace you directly? A person using AI will, right? If you are a UI UX designer who is using AI, you'll be able to produce 10 times more output. So your boss is going to fire rest of the 10 people, and you are going to get that 80, 90, 100% salary hike, right? If you are a software developer, you can easily code as much as 4 or 5 people, right? If you are like legal professional, you will be able to do 10 times more work, right? Each and every professional, each and every business owner, each and every student, you can easily like do as much as like 5 people, 10 people work. That's why people who are not leveraging AI, they are getting laid off, and people who are leveraging AI, they are getting aggressive salary hikes, and they are getting aggressive promotions in 2025, right? So you can learn. You can use AI tools and prompt engineering for your day-to-day work automation, your research and project work, your daily office work, your job hunting, your software development and software testing work, your management and team leadership, your designing work, right? After that, your data analysis work, and finally, any work that you are doing, irrespective of your profession, age, and industry. You can use AI for all of these things, right? Other folks, would you like to upskill in AI right now in 2025? Who is willing to upskill themselves to get relevant for upcoming job market? Who is going to master AI in order to get that 40-50% salary hike in 2025? Who is committed for that? Just let me know. Who would like to master all of the AI, right? All of the AI tools out there, so that you will be mastering AI and you will be easily becoming master of 2025. You can easily get like foreign jobs, and you will be the most in demand person. Instead of like having AI anxiety, you will having AI confidence. Who would like to become that person?
So that was it. I hope you learned something nice from all the tips that I had given in this video. Please tell me that one thing that you feel can really add a lot of elegance to your video. Share it with the rest of the people, and you probably might stand out at the top of the comment section. Please like the video and subscribe it. I would love to your comments. Thank you very much for watching the video till the end, and I will see you in the next one.